So I have a new foundation I want to try out. So this is the Catrice Cosmetics 24-hour made to stay makeup foundation in 015 Vanilla Beige. So I really want to try it out. I used to use my Maybelline Fits Me for a long time. A lot longer than I should have probably, but for a very long time. But this is kind of, if it works out, it's going to be my new foundation, so I kind of hope it does. So let's take a closer look at what this looks like, and I'm going to be using a brush to apply it. I usually don't use brushes to apply my foundation, so that's also like a new thing for me. So let's take a closer look at what this looks like a little bit closer, and then let's start playing with makeup. This is what it looks like close up. It has a pump, which I've heard is a good thing. So just a very normal foundation in a glass bottle. So traveling with this is going to be a bit hard because glass is always a little bit weighs a little bit more than plastic, so not the best for travel, but see how it comes out. Ooh, quite nicely. And how well does it cover? Ooh, it's actually quite a good covering. So let's start putting it on. It has a very good cover. As you can see, it's everywhere, and I think it's going to dry down quite matte. So let's start putting it on. So we're zoomed in, the hand has dried down, it is really full coverage, which is good. So let's see how it actually goes on the face as well. So first just going to take a few little pumps and dot it everywhere, and I think I need more than that little dot. So just kind of putting it a little bit everywhere, and then just going to take my brush, which is a new thing for me because usually I either use a sponge or a silicone sponge or a normal sponge. So using a brush is quite new for me, so I kind of hope it just works out. So kind of dotted it everywhere, taking a brush, getting my fingers cleaned from everything. I'm just going to start blending it in basically, and hoping for the best as usual. So normally I use a sponge, but the silicone sponge I really like, and I've made a video about it as well. Wait for a minute, okay, I'll be right back, I dropped it. I'm back. So the silicone sponge I normally use, it's actually really heavy, but this one I want a little bit lighter. I want it to be there, but I don't want it to be too much everywhere. And with the silicone one, well, I lied a bit. I have tried this one out with the silicone one before, but with that one it was super heavy and I really did not like it. So that's kind of why I want to try it out with this, to see how well it goes on with this kind of a flat brush. But currently, I don't know, I kind of have something on my face, but not a lot. So I think I'm going to put on more. Just more, going to put on more on my fingers, and now I'm just going to take it with my brush and kind of putting on more and hoping I don't regret putting on more. You know what, I'm going to blend everything out, and then I'm going to be right back and we can continue on and we can see if my face actually matches my neck. So I'll be right back. So I blended everything out, so I feel that it's quite a heavy foundation. What does it say? A waterproof makeup, okay, lasts up to 24 hours, velvety soft with antioxidants, provides a perfect coverage without mask effect, for an even and matte complexion. Yeah, going by what's behind my hand at the moment, it's definitely a matte complexion, and I don't know, maybe it's a bit too full coverage for my taste. I feel like I'm wearing a flesh covered mask over my face at the moment, but let's be honest, I'm blind without my glasses. I don't really see what's going on at the moment anyway. So let's keep on going, and I just kind of hope my neck matches my face, because sometimes it doesn't, and then it feels really weird. So I'm going to go in with my Catrice Cosmetics HD Liquid Coverage Precision Concealer, and just going to go underneath my eyes a bit with this, Also, other eye, nosy nose, nosy bridge, a little bit on top and a cupid's bow, and probably going to put a little bit more on. But basically I'm just going to blend all of this out again with the same brush and hope for the best. Yeah, so makeup is fun, but I never actually wear any when I'm at work because I mean, I roll out of bed and I go to work. That's my morning routine. My morning routine is not makeup, so it's kind of fun to play with, but I don't think you need to wear makeup every day unless you want to. I mean, if you want to wear makeup every day, go for it, because it's all comes down to what you want, doesn't it? Makeup is there to make you feel comfortable about yourself. It's not there to make you look representable and good. You know what, who cares? If you feel good, then you look good. You know, you don't need the extra steps for it. But if you feel like wearing makeup every day gives you confidence and makes you feel better about yourself and makes you want to conquer the world and go for it, then absolutely go for it. For me, it's an extra step I never do when I wake up in the morning. So for me, playing with makeup is purely for YouTube. So the more things I try out, the more of a reason I have to keep buying new makeup. And that's pretty much all this YouTube thing is for me. A great excuse to keep on buying new makeup and coming up with new fun things to do with makeup. So enough about me, basically. So I got everything blended out. I still look tired, but that's okay, because for me, being tired by now, it's like a perpetual state of being anyway. So I'm going to use my banana powder from Best underneath my eyes a little bit. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I can only pray that it works a little bit and helps with the tiredness a little bit, because I kind of need the help. And I don't know, everyone always says that if you go underneath your eyes with loose powder and just put it underneath your eyes, up on, no sneeze, no sneeze. Only a runny nose, no sneeze. If you go on top of a concealer with loose powder, it's supposed to help with creasing, but I don't know, maybe I'm doing it completely wrong, but for me it never actually helps. It sometimes even just makes it crease even worse. So I don't know, for me, no help, no help. Okay, powder's done, so now I'm going to go into face powder with, I'm just going to use the same brush because I don't have my actual brush with me. So this is the MiYo Doll Face Compact Powder. It's quite light. Oh god, it smells so perfumey. It smells extremely perfumey, but it's really nice to the touch. So I'm just kind of going everywhere with this powder on top of my face, just everywhere. Powder's done, and do you know what I just realized? It was supposed to be a review video about this, but it's more looking like a review video and also a full face of pretty makeup look. A full face of makeup tutorial, basically. That's what it's looking like. So you know what, if I started, I might as well keep going. So next is bronzer, my Astor Skin Match Forever bronzer. Again, this is probably, I don't know, like 3 years old by now, but it still works, and I'm not going to buy a new one if it still works. So I took some on my brush and just going to go below my cheekbone to bring it out a bit. And it's quite dark. I just realized I have quite dark now, and I kind of grabbed the wrong brush. I kind of grabbed the wrong brush, but that's okay. We're going to make it work. So we're just going to go everywhere and kind of bring everything out a bit more. So bring it out by making it darker and make more stark contrast. So also on the nose and the other side of the face as well. I'll be back when I've done the other side of the face, okay? So did the cheekbones, they are quite nice right now. So going to take a really fluffy crease brush actually, and going back to the lighter shade of my bronzer and going to give myself a nose, you know, And I like doing this. I actually like going down the nose on the very edge here and all the way up to the eyebrow, so kind of connecting it, going to the very top, beneath the top of my nose, and then doing the same thing on the other side. I think it kind of frames the nose really nicely and brings it together. And if you want a little bit of an extra of the nose, you know, going up, just bring it here as well. So giving myself a nose at the moment, really nice. Nosy, nosy, nose. And as I already kind of grabbed the wrong brush for my blush, I usually like using this as my blush brush, and this is my contour blush brush, contour brush. Awful, no. No. So I'm going to take my contour brush and use it for some Bell blush, contour brush for a Bell blush. It's probably going to sound awful when I edit this. So I'm going to take some on my hand, brush off the excess and smile like an idiot. I'm just going to get on my cheeks, and I kind of like this little blush as well. So I'm just going to kind of rosing up my cheeks a bit now. So blush is on, contour is on, going to add a little bit of a highlight, which is actually a single eyeshadow from MiYo. It's OMG eyeshadows. I'm single and colourful. I'm not single, I'm very happily taken, but this is a single eyeshadow. So going to grab the same fluffy brush I did my under eye with, and also kind of happened to do the rest of my powder with, so going to grab a little bit on and going to the highlights of my face with this single eyeshadow that's really sparkly, and that I am using as a highlighter to highlight points. And that's the face makeup actually. I like the foundation that's underneath it, so the foundation is a yay, the rest of the face is hopefully also a yay, if it matches with my lovely neck. So I'm going to finish up my face. So, well, it's already finished. I'm going to add a little bit of a crease, so it would show up better on pictures. I'll add a little bit of a brow, and then not going to do the eyes because I have another product I want to try on the eyes. I always like filming multiple videos, you know, one after another. So a little bit of a lip product, and then I'll be back to tell my final words. But it's pretty much yay for this, and thank you for looking at my full face makeup tutorial. Anyway, I'm gonna be right back, and a little bit more presentable. Right back. And I'm done. So what did I do? I actually did my eyebrows with this. It's another BYS product. All my products are from BYS because it's cheap and I like cheap makeup. Sue me, you know. So anyway, it's from BYS. It's a brow liner and a little bit of the wax. The brow part is really nice, the wax part is not. Then the USHAS 3-in-1 eye pencil, a little bit at the very end of my eye with the brow part, not with the liquid eyeliner part. And then I actually went over with my eyebrows one more time with this liquid gel because it has a really nice applicator, so that makes my eyebrows look really nice. It gives them the shape I want. And then another product on my lips, which is actually from Essence. It's the 003 Come Naturally lipstick, and again I've had this for about 3 years, maybe 4. 3 or 4 years. Yeah, so everything I own is really old, but that's okay as long as I enjoy using it and playing with it. That's what I find. Thank you very much. Makeup doesn't expire. You use all of it. That's my philosophy because I'm a cheap person. Yay! So anyway, I liked it. I liked the product. It's Catrice Cosmetics, this one. It gave my skin really nice. I'm going to find out if my neck matches my face when I'm editing this video. I really hope it does. but I'm going to find that out later. But right now I'd say it's really nice. It's a lot of coverage, like really thick coverage. Even if you look at my hands you can see it, but it's matte. It gives you a really nice complexion, and it is a really nice foundation. And if you're looking for a pump, it does come for a pump. I need to clean the pump, of course. Whoops. So it does come with a pump if you're into that. I don't particularly care. For me it's a minus that it's so big and that it's made out of glass, because it's very hard to travel with this. If you have a weight limit, then every little thing counts. So traveling with this is going to be quite hard. Anyway, thank you for watching my little video. It was supposed to be a review about this. I like this. It was a review, but also it was how to do a full face of a natural looking, a full face makeup that looks very natural but actually has a lot of stuff going on. So glam full face makeup. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you again soon, some other time. So what else but thank you, and bye bye.